Hi everyone, so today I'm really excited to be bringing you a video featuring the Logitech G923 steering wheel and pedal set. I'm going to be testing out some different games in this video, making use of the steering wheel and pedal combination, starting out with Assetto Corsa before moving on to take a look at Forza Horizon 5, and then finishing by taking a look at Dirt 5 and the rally scene. This steering wheel uses something called TrueForce feedback that I know definitely works on Assetto Corsa. I'll be sort of going through what that feels like, the differences in terms of how this game feels compared to, say, Forza Horizon 5, which is a game that doesn't make use of that but still does feature some force feedback in there. I'll also show you what settings I use on each of those games as well. Bearing in mind I can't actually use the Logitech Hub software myself as it's not compatible currently with the M1 MacBook computers. Anyway, that's it for now, let's get into it. And if you've not done so already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. For the first tryout then, I'm going to be taking the Aston Martin V8 Vantage GT3 round Silverstone in Great Britain. Easy does it. Out of the pit lane. Already feeling that feedback through the wheel. You can feel the terrain as you're gliding across the asphalt. Oh, and as you can tell, I'm really not used to it. It's going to take me a couple of laps just to get into the swing of things. Now you can't see it at the moment, we've also got the LED rev counter on the steering wheel that tells you when to switch gear. And for the purpose of this video, and until I've got used to the steering, I'm actually using auto transmission, which is, I suppose, a bit of a cop-out, but I've got enough on my plate just getting used to the handling of these cars. Right, before I do my flying lap, I just want to show you what the settings look like for this. So I've got the gain on 50, minimum force I've left that, dynamic damping 100%, and road effects 50% as well. Depending on how much feedback you want to receive, you can crank the gain right up as well as the road effects, but I just found when I did that it was just too much going on. I found that was quite a nice balanced approach. I've just left it pretty much as is, to be honest. Anyway, back to the racing. No, I needed to brake more there. It's okay though, this is just a practice lap. I do want to try and get a bit of speed up though before I start my flying lap. Right, we're going. Straight on the brakes. Come out. Just gonna be a bit conservative around here. Put the foot down on the brake. Still going. Still going strong. So I think the best time on this lap so far has been 2 minutes 18 seconds. And I think the record for a non-Formula 1 car around Silverstone, correct me if I'm wrong, but just some little Google research I did, was 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So I was quite pleased with that. Right, we can pick up a bit of speed going down here, but we've got to remember to brake quite sharply at the end. Actually, no, I think this is a bit where you can... Oh no, you do have to brake a little bit. But yeah, you can go through there with quite a bit of speed. Just hugging the rumble strip there. A sharp bend coming up. Make sure we brake enough to go around here. And then bring our speed right down as we've got a sharp turn just there. Right. Pick up a bit of speed on this bit as well. And we've got hard brake there. Bit more turn, that's it. And then we've got brake again on this little bit just there. More turn, and then we can straighten up as we come out of the bend. And then foot down. See how long this takes. 2:14. personal best. I also just want to give you a quick look at the different camera views that you can get whilst playing this game as well. I know for some people they prefer more of a view of the cockpit while they're driving, so I'll show you that in a second. Let me just navigate around this bend. Okay, so we've got this one where you can see obviously all the interior of the car. Looks quite nice. That was a great turn. Just hugging the strip as I come out there. We've also got this camera angle that's a bit sort of closer to the windscreen. Gives you probably a better view of the road, that one. One of my personal favourite cameras is this one where you can just see the road really close up. You also get a better sound coming from the engine with that camera as well, which is quite cool. We've got this one where you just see the road. And back to the car. Anyway, let's talk a bit about the feedback that I'm getting through the steering wheel. What can I say? It feels fantastic. When you spin off, you can feel the wheel automatically sort of correcting, and you have to wrestle with the car basically as you're going around bends. You can feel all the feedback off the road, off the rumble strips even, and it just feels really authentic. From my experiences so far with Assetto Corsa, it's nothing but positive. I'd definitely recommend it. If you've got the steering wheel, I'd definitely recommend downloading this game for it. It's probably my favourite so far that can be used in conjunction with the steering wheel. And if you haven't got the wheel yet and you're thinking about getting one, this is definitely a selling point for it, is what I'd say. But I'll go for one more lap and then we'll take a look at Forza. Wrestling around these corners. Looks like a tidy lap so far. Brake, brake, brake. That's it. Speed up, speed up. Foot down. Didn't really brake at all through that bit there. Managed to maintain the pace. Hard turn. Straighten up, go again. Sharp bend. Handled quite well. Another sharp one. That was beautiful. This could be a very decent lap as long as I don't screw it up in the last part of it. Foot down, brake, 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 brake. Oh, and he just kept hold of that. Keep going, keep going. Wrestling around these last few bends. Oh, he's gonna lose it. Oh, he's lost it. No way. Right everyone, so now we're looking at Forza Horizon 5 in conjunction with the Logitech steering wheel. So yeah, I suppose just to give you my impressions so far, I wouldn't say it handles particularly well. The feedback is still pretty incredible. It's not the TrueForce feedback compatible with this game like it is with Assetto Corsa, but you still feel an amazing degree of feedback through the wheel. Just going over this like off-road section here now, you can feel all the juddering. If I crash into this and do some landscaping, you can feel all that all through the wheel. And yeah, it feels pretty good. It's just not the easiest to control, and that makes winning races rather difficult. In terms of settings, because that's one of the things that people are going to be curious about, I've actually gone online and looked at how other people have got theirs set up. So in terms of settings, I've pretty much left it at the default for most of these settings. There was a point when I tried changing the center spring scale, the wheel damper scale and the mechanical trail scale all the way up to 2, because some people have suggested that that's the better way that they like to use it. I just found for myself though that there was a bit too much action in the wheel, and it was sort of doing a lot of correcting, and I was just struggling even more basically. So I've decided to plump for pretty much the standard settings that you get. If you've got access to the Logitech G Hub software, you can turn down the degrees of rotation from 900 degrees down to 360. I know particularly with this game, other people have suggested that that is really helpful and it really helps to control the car. Nevertheless, I haven't got access to the software, so I have to make do with the in-game settings, unfortunately. Okay, let's have a look at the different similar cameras to what we've got in Assetto Corsa. Probably I'll prefer actually mapped out a place to go, because then I'll get the advantage of the line that tells you when to brake, etc. I'd say when you're going in sort of a straight line on a bog standard road, the feedback isn't as impressive as Assetto. You can't really feel too much. It's more when you've got the bumpiness and the undulation that you really start to feel that center spring in the wheel really come into effect, and you start to feel the vibrations then through your hands as you're playing. Just do a bit of wreckage. But yeah, I suppose this steering wheel set, it's more for simulation racing. I think Forza Horizon more primarily more of an arcade racing game, I think it's fair to say. I mean, if you are watching this video and you might have this steering wheel and you've stumbled across settings that make it a lot easier to control the car, then please share them with me. I'd be interested to hear that for my own gameplay as well. Now I'm going to try a car that's a bit slower, just for the purpose of navigation. It's got decent handling, go with that. I've actually got this on quite a tough difficulty, and that is why the cars are literally blazing ahead at the start of the race. This car does feel a bit kinder to control with this steering wheel though, which is a bonus. But the minute you lose it, basically. Right, let's get back on this straight and narrow. Yeah, I think the problem is on this difficulty is that they blast it ahead and you feel like you've got to go into corners with a bit more speed than you would do normally. And when you're using this pedal set, it's no good. Right, I think I've acknowledged I'm not going to win this race, but let's just see if we can keep it on the road for more than 5 seconds. Oh, that was a quick race. It's over already. I think when you go sort of slow and steady, it definitely allows you to control the car somewhat. Don't help when massive vans get in your way like that though. So I just knock a few people's trees and shrubs over. Take the scenic route. Boom. It's great for doing donuts. It's great for doing some 360s. try out a different car. Beautiful sound and engine. Some good speed.
Say hello to the other drivers whilst you wait. 200 meters. Turn sharp left.
Only got me 2 stars though. I literally couldn't have gone any faster there. Ah! Wowzers. Just literally put the Lambo in the water. Anyway, that's Forza Horizon 5. Good feedback, but a pain in the arse to handle is my overriding impression. Right, so the third game I'm going to be looking at in this video is Dirt 5. And what I would say before I go into it is that this game definitely handles a lot better than what Forza did. And I actually quite enjoy this one as well when it comes to this Logitech steering wheel and pedal set. So we'll pick a location. Let's go for South Africa. And then we'll go with Lion's Head. Class Peugeot 306 Maxa. Right, we'll go with that first. Come on. I love it, little jump. Wow, the feedback's intense. Have some of that. Different routes. Bumper to bumper action. So the trick is just to go flat out on this one. Yeah, so the actual handling is although I'm making it look terrible, it actually feels a lot better than what Forza did, although I'm spinning like crazy now. Oh, come on, man. Oh, it's just bugging me race up. You've also got the terrain on this game that massively impacts the handling of the cars as well as the pedal wheel set that you're using. So even though I've just had the most insane crash, I've managed to catch some of these guys back up. Wow. That was a write-off. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be catching anybody up now. Yeah, absolutely ruined the car. Brazil Rio Seafront. And I'm going to try Modern Rally. I'm going to go with a Skoda Fabia Rally 2 Evo. Right, come on. Let's do this. Smash, it's like dodgems. Boom. In the ocean. Use him to corner. Come on. Bit of oversteer. Can't go into that deep water. Use him to shield me again. I'm always oversteering through that bit. Avoid going in the ocean, at least the deep ocean. That was quite decent till I smashed into that barrier. Sixth, midway through the field, but much better that was, even though I was smashing the car up and like going for a swim with it. Right, let's just show you the settings and input settings. So I've pretty much, again, just left it on the default settings. I don't know if you've got any recommendations there, if anybody's watching who's got the wheel, got the pedals, and got this game. In terms of like improving the handling, I don't feel like the default settings are too bad on this game. It's more just that I'm a crap driver on it, not in real life. Again, it would probably benefit from going into the Logitech software and doing a bit of tinkering and calibrating in there if you've got the facility to do so. Let's check out this Peugeot 208. Feel for me, it's when the wheel corrects itself coming out of a corner is when it knackers up the handling for me on this one. See, it was the correction then that spun me out. It's good to start with, and then it was the correcting of the wheel forcing back round that caused me to spin off. Come on, you can catch these back markers, come on. That's it. Oh no. Up to 10. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's it. Avoid them rocks. That's it. Avoid the rocks. I think it's just a case of getting used to it, to be honest. Getting used to the handling, the physics. Like with anything. Knowing when to actually brake, as braking is a vital part of driving. Actually feels like a bit of a workout handling this car. I was happy with that finish. Much better finish to that race. That leads me to my favourite game of the 3 that I've tested. And as you can see, that game is Assetto Corsa. The handling, although I've just skipped that corner, but it's just a lot more easy to drive, responsive. The feedback is not too jarring and harsh as some of the others, but you still get a nice feel, and even on straights like I'm on now, you can still feel the little vibrations that indicate the road surface, which I think is a really nice touch. You can tell that a lot of effort has gone into calibrating this steering wheel and pedal set to work in conjunction with this game. And this is an Audi R8 going around Monza. Slinging this Lamborghini around the Nürburgring feels so good. And the feedback through this wheel is sensational. Anyway, this is the Logitech G923 steering wheel and pedal set. This is Assetto Corsa. This will be the end of my video. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you can support me again by subscribing to my channel, Red Dog Gamer, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, and see you all soon. Come on!